Today in our video, we're going to feature what is called a file bracket system. And what the file bracket system is, it's a collection of hardware like you see right here for hanging either the legal width file like this one or the letter width file like this one. And my wife, she likes to hang material in here. She calls this her material stash. I want to mention this one in particular. This is the file bar. This is kind of like the heart of the system. This is a 16 gauge aluminum file bar. And you can get it in widths of 5/8 of an inch or 3/4 of an inch wide this way. And it's available in a 24-inch length, 32-inch length, or 72 inches, a 6-foot long bar for the system. Now this file bracket system, it can be used in drawer boxes that are made of material that's a 1/2 inch thick or 5/8 of an inch thick or 3/4 of an inch thick. So there's some of the features of this. What I'm going to start off with is to cut all of the pieces of file bar that I need to fully demonstrate this file bracket system. I don't have the means to cut the file rail with a power tool, so I'm going to do it with a hacksaw. I took a piece of a 2x4. I cut a kerf in it this way with the table saw, and I cut another one this way, and then screwed it down to my bench. Now when it comes to cutting the rail, I have to mark the rail, and this is an exaggeration. I would use a pencil for most things, but I want to show it on the video. And then I put that mark down inside the saw kerf. And then I grabbed this hacksaw and that's how I cut the file rail. Pretty simple. If you're using file folders of the legal size, like you see here, then your opening has to be no less, inside of the cabinet, no less than 16 inches. And where you hang the file rails, that has to be 15 1/8 inches. See the hook here and the hook here? It has to be 15 1/8 inches. That's where the file rail holds the file folder. That's for the legal size. Now, if you're going to use the letter size and you're going to build the box from scratch, well, then you have to have at least 13 inches to make it work out with this letter file. And see the hooks here? In order for that to work in a letter file, this has to be 12 1/8 where the file bar goes. So those are some specifications. But where the file bar goes, that never changes. You can go wider than 16 inches. You can go wider than 13 inches. But for the legal, you are at 15 1/8 for the file bar. And you are at 12 1/8 for the file bar on the letter size. There is no flexibility there. Now here's another thing. I recommend, if you're going to hang file folders, that you be at least 10 inches deep in your boxes. Now if you're going to be creative and put other things in there, like my wife does, it don't matter how deep you are. You do it based on what you're hanging it on in your box. Now we are going to look at some of the components. We have here what they call a top mount bracket. Goes right here. That's a top mount bracket for holding your file bar. And then there's a flush mount bracket. That's this one. I already have 4 of them installed. You see how they're in there? The flush mount bracket. I've got these mounted in here for doing a lateral file. And it is an extremely popular one. What I do is I use a piece of wood like this because I want to make sure that I have enough depth under here. So I use a piece of material like this to get my alignment for all 4 of these. Then once I've done that, now I can put in my file bars from left to right. See how nice that is? Let me just hang some files in here so you can see this lateral application. Isn't that nice how that works? And here again, I've got exactly 12 1/8 inches from here to here, 12 1/8. So that'll slide back and forth real nice. It doesn't matter how much extra space you have. So you can see there how that would work for a lot of different things. So that's using the flush mount bracket. Now let's go back to this top mount bracket. I'm going to put some of those on. Here's the top mount bracket. This is fairly important because if you're doing a file cabinet and you have a drawer front here, you can't use one of these brackets like this one. You can't use one like that because now it'll interfere with your drawer front. So that's why you have to use this top mount bracket. And again, here you're looking at one of the best sellers, this top mount bracket. Some people are using this all the way around the top mount bracket. It's easy to install. There. We'll use our 5/8 inch, what they call a 5/8 inch drawer side bracket. And we'll put one of those in the back in exactly the correct location. There, that's the top mount bracket or drawer side bracket for a 5/8 inch material installed on the back. These are the top mount brackets, and they are used for all sizes, 5/8, 1/2 inch, 3/4. So now I can put my file rail in. Look at that. Looks pretty nice, don't it? So let's do the file thing again for the letter size. Look at that. Pretty nice. All right, so we're taking this out. Now we did the letter already. So this time we're going to switch over to the legal, and this box is made out of material that's 3/4 of an inch thick. And that means that we have to use the 3/4 inch drawer side bracket, and we use the top mount bracket for the front. So let's go ahead and put in the top mount bracket to start with. I did my precise measurements to make sure that I have 15 1/8 inches for my top mount bracket. So the file bar is right where it absolutely has to be. So the top mount bracket works real good here. Now we're going to take the 3/4 inch drawer side bracket, they call it, and screw those in. This is the 3/4 inch file bar, the 3/4 inch wide. There, we got that in. Now we can demonstrate our legal files. Look at that. Isn't that nice? And we've got it just right. The file bars are 15 1/8 inches apart, so the the file folders track on there real nice. Now let's just say you wanted to be lateral in that file system. Let's take a look at that. How are we going to accomplish lateral? Well, they have here a lateral bracket. And the lateral bracket hangs right here. I'll put one. Ooh, that's tight. Okay, and now another one over here. This one ain't so tight. And one back here. And another one back here. There. So those are what they call a lateral bracket. So you can convert a regular front-to-back file system to a lateral file system this way. And as I told you, I already cut this stuff. And here's 5/8 inch file bar going in here. Now here's how I'm going to locate exactly where the file bar goes. There. Now I have established a lateral file system. Look how nice that is. So this box is designed for a letter size file folder. So they'll go on here this way. Let me grab those. We'll put them in here. And that's what you might typically do. But that ain't the only thing you can do. Watch what my wife likes to do. Look at that. I mean, she's got so much material. It's unbelievable. She calls this her material stash. There you are. It's the file bracket system. All of this hardware that you see here, and you can do so many things with it. My wife's creative ideas here. So letters, lateral files. This is an excellent system. If you thought this video was useful, do the thumbs up thing. We'd like to have you subscribe. That'd be nice. And then share this with your friends. Thanks very much for watching.